and welcome back to another Bres Cooking Evolution. Today, we're making cookies and cream ice cream. To make your cookies and cream ice cream, or any flavor of ice cream you want, you're going to need an ice cream machine. You can find this at any baking store. I love making ice cream, but I'm going to need to know what ingredients I need to use. I've tried millions and millions of combinations to try and make this ice cream, but I found this combination works best. You'll need 600 ml of thickened cream, 600 ml of milk. I'm using Farmhouse Gold, it's one of my favorite brands of milk. You'll need 3/4 of a cup of caster sugar, a tablespoon of vanilla essence or vanilla extract, and 6 egg yolks. Not to mention the flavoring Oreos. Take as many packets as you need, because you'll be snacking along the way, trust me. What materials will you need to use? For the milk, you'll probably need to use a measuring jug. You will need a medium saucepan with no lid whatsoever, no lid. You'll need a 1/2 cup and a 1/4 cup to get your 3/4 cups of caster sugar. You'll need measuring spoons for our tablespoon of vanilla extract or essence. No, a tablespoon doesn't mean you just grab a spoon from your cupboard and put vanilla extract in there. You'll need a wooden spoon, a mixing bowl, and an electric beater. The next step is to take your 600 ml of cream and pour it into your medium pan, all of it. Give it a nice tap, you don't want to be wasting any cream. The next step is trying to measure out your 600 ml of milk. If you have a little bit too much, it's fine. If you have less than 600 ml, that's my motto. More is okay, less is not. So just do that. The next step is to put it onto low heat, your stovetop onto low heat, or 7 if you don't have that type of stovetop. And you want to stir it, making sure to keep one hand on the pot at all times so you don't lose control of the pot. But yeah, so while that's cooking, I'm going to go over here and start making my sugar mixture. So I need to tip my eggs into the bowl, my 6 egg yolks, and then put the caster sugar in there. So getting 3/4 cups, so 1/2 cup of sugar, and then 1/4 cup of sugar. Making sure to do this over the bowl or over a sink so that you don't mess up your counter. And the next step is to add a tablespoon of vanilla extract. So the big one, nice and big, open it up, give it a whiff if you want because it smells amazing, and tip it in. And I think I have only a little bit left, so I'd probably use that another day. The next step is to take your electric beater, and it's going to get a little noisy in here, so be warned. And you're just wanting to put it on 1 to keep your hand in the bowl as well. So as you can see, I've beaten my eggs, sugar and vanilla extract in together really nice and smooth. And now we're going to ruin that smoothness and pour it into our milk and cream mixture, using your spoon to scrape it all off. And here comes the really, really fun part. You have to stand here and stir it for approximately 10 minutes. So I'm going to save you the horror of watching me stand here and stir. You can see now that it's a great consistency. You've got the cream on the top, but if you swing it around, you mix it around, you can see the yellow custard on the bottom. The next thing you want to do is check its consistency by taking a normal tablespoon, dipping it in, and most likely your custard will stick to the spoon, but it still tastes good. Next, I'm going to transfer it into a large container to stick it in the fridge for roughly 6 hours. So I have transferred it into this container, but beware, it can have a probability of being very, very hot, so you want to be very careful. And now I'm going to take it to the fridge where we will keep it for 6 hours. Now is the time to put our ice cream mixture into the ice cream machine, which is going to freeze it and turn it into ice cream. So I have to turn it on first, but I'm just basically going to use the funnel to get it in here. It's going to be loud. My mission has been completed, and now, as you can see, our ice cream is churning. You have to leave this for roughly 10 minutes. So now the ice cream has been churning for 10 minutes, and as you can see, it's very thick. If you want to just double check, you can stick a spoon in there, and voila. You can lick it. The next step is to transfer it into a used ice cream container. You're more than welcome to lick this part, but I will do that later. So the next step is to transfer this into a container. I'm going to use a tea towel because this bowl here is freezing cold. It has spent its days living in a freezer, so very cold, very heavy. You need to be very, very careful. So I have completely transferred all the ice cream into our ice cream container. Basically, you just have to stick it in the freezer, and you want to check it every 40 minutes and stir it for a little bit. Now is the time to separate my beauties. So you just have to twist the Oreo cracker and then scrape the cream off with a knife and just scrape it into a bowl. Trying not to make a mess, but that's always the thing that happens when it comes to me. And then just put the cracker into a plastic bag ready for when we annihilate them later on. So scrape the cream off, the cookie goes in the bag, next Oreo. Twist, scrape, bag, scrape, bag. We've got the ice cream, but we're making cookies and cream ice cream, so we need to smash our cookies. You can do this by using your fists, but I'm weak, so I'm choosing to use a meat hammer. I now have my 2 bags of completely annihilated cookies, and I have to transfer these into our ice cream, which is getting kind of lumpy, but this is after the first 40 minutes of having it in the freezer, so that's okay. We're putting the cookies in now so they can completely absorb the ice cream, and you're not getting giant hard chunks of lumpiness or like crunchiness is what you want it to be crunchy, but you don't want it to be like cracking your tooth. So just give them time to soften a little bit. My ice cream has been in the freezer for a long time, but I think it's ready to eat. Look how yummy that is. It's really good, guys.